We're going back to class. Because I think we have unlocked a few classes, so... Prepare for reading! It's the reading episode now. Thus far, attending classes has not aided us at all, but, you know, maybe it'll help later. Good morning, Miss Lizzie. What class would you like to take? Oh my gosh, there's so much classes. Let's do math too. Yeah, math with this time, yes. Lots of classes to do today. You gotta remember, we are still a student, actually. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy shopping? Buying the tasty bread or choosing new clothes, even just window shopping is so much fun. In today's class, I'd like to use shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies, mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone has visited a Pokémart at least once. They sell all sorts of Pokémon items. Pokeballs are one of the many useful items you can find there. They cost $200 each. Now then, I'd like you all to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball is $200. If you have $2,000 and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many would you receive? 10. Oh dear. Lizzie, I suppose this is a bit of a trick question. What? What do you mean? With $2,000, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 or more of any one type of Pokeball, you will also receive one Premier Ball, a special white ball, as a bonus. I feel scammed! So the correct answer is in fact 11. Darn trick questions. I hated them in school too. It sure is nice to get a little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. Nope, not at all. 11 Pokeballs. How was I supposed to know that? The information was not presented. Not enough information to make a adequate judgment. Good, I don't have another math class to do. I'm taking biology instead. I'm changing majors. Biology with Mr. Jacques? Great. Hello, my name's Jacques, and I'll be your Pokemon biology teacher. In my class, we'll all learn about the various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. I hope you all come to love Pokemon even more from the things you learn here. In today's class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. If you'd like to become better friends with your Pokemon, you can let them come out of their Pokeballs and walk along with you. Sounds great, huh? You can use the ZR button to throw a Pokeball and let out the Pokemon inside. Nothing cuter than watching your Pokemon run around underfoot, if you ask me. Once you let your Pokemon out, try speaking to them. They're sure to respond in some way. It's a great way to get to know them better. However, letting your Pokemon out of its ball isn't such a great idea in some locations. Can anyone tell me where it is that you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk along with you? It's either going to be inside buildings or in tall grass. I've walked with my Pokemon in tall grass. Inside buildings. That's right, great job, Lizzie. I see you did your homework. The correct answer is that we should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How about that? Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things walking around inside buildings, so it's not allowed regardless of the species. Therefore, please only let your Pokemon out of their Pokeballs while outdoors, okay, everybody? I think I see them out and about in classrooms from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become even closer friends with your Pokemon by walking together. Oh, I almost forgot. Keep in mind that you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember to use the ZR button, throw a ball, and let out the Pokemon inside. You also want to remember that throwing a ball at a wild Pokemon will start a battle. It looks like that's all the time we have for today. See y'all next class. The biology class is much better than the math class. I'm taking biology 2. Yes, biology 2 with Mr. Jock. I will not be tardy. Mostly. Man, if only real school you could get all your classes out of the way this fast. Hello! I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Did you all try using the ZR button to let your Pokemon out as I taught you in our last class? Walking along with your Pokemon lets you see how unique and cute they all are. I'd also highly recommend picnics for when you want to spend some quality time together with the Pokemon in your party. You can get them all around the table to make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. If you want to learn more about making food, Mr. Saguero's class is the best place to go. Now, sometimes while you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very, very important in the basket next to your table. This very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's all say it together. Boxes! Pokemon! I guess eggs? Eggs? Phew, you all got it right. A very important something I'm talking about is a Pokemon egg. It's not clear where these eggs come from. Might have a few ideas, but they're probably placed in the basket rather stealthily by the Pokemon at the picnic. So, that means my picnics are Pokemon. I'm not going to finish that sentence, but if you know, you know. Walking around with an egg will help warm it, which allows it to hatch. Eggs won't warm up by sitting in boxes, though. You need to have them in your party. Here's one more super important thing I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon entrust us with their eggs because they believe in us. So I sure would be happy to see you all being responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Whoops, my most important point came right as the bell rang. Well, see you all next time, I guess. Eggs. I'm not sure if that's technically catching a Pokemon or not. If you have thoughts about if I should be using eggs or not, leave them in the comments. Let's do some home ec. That was a good class. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers that even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party. It is a truly convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you're aware, it is not suited for use in battles, when you cannot make food, or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you can purchase from the Pokemarts or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used any time that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 HP, Super Potions 60 HP, and Hyper Potions restore 120 HP. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you are stocking up on these items. However, unseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with injured Pokemon, but you have no potions, you are out of sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Miss Lizzie, what should you search for when in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? Items on the ground. Perfectly correct, Miss Lizzie. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item, such as an Orion berry, or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. That actually seems kind of useful. Letting your Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shiny items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ for healing your... but I see the bell demands that topic waits. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Alright. Next class. History. With Miss Rayfort. Yes. Oh, I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Rayforth. I will be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forged the path to the present in which we live. Today you shall learn about the most mysterious location in all of Paldea, the Great Crater. As you're all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Perfect time to make eye contact, young Lizzie. Answer me this. What exactly is believed to rest in the depths of the Great Crater inside Area Zero? It's definitely not a Pokemon Center, not I guess a treasure? Yeah, that's correct. You are surprisingly clever, aren't you? I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right, some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in the world rested in the depths of the crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all but those who have official business there. Do not dare entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Oh, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Okay, next up. Some more history. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. Today, we'll continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite the dictator. The Emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Aha, perfect time to make eye contact, young Lizzie. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Empire began to rule this region? Unfortunately, that timeline is in... I'm gonna say about 1,000? Incorrect, you're off by an entire millennium. Why 1,000 years ago the Paldean Empire had already begun to collapse? The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor even ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the punishing journey itself that barred their way? Or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at that time. I suppose I can only hope for the swift invention of a time machine. Ho, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Okay, that's history done for now. Let's do art. Art with Mr. Hassel. Sure. Busy school day today. Greetings, I'm Hassel. I'll be teaching this art class. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Now let me be candid for a moment. I imagine many of you will forget all that you learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need even a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So, is my class a waste of time for you then? Yes, I think not. At least, I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty anyway? What makes something beautiful? Its shape and color? Interesting, thank you, Lizzie. Oh, I don't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all take time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color. Ponder the windmills of Artisan and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bites of the waters of Cascarafa. I'm sure you'll find that every little detail of your lives will seem more vivid, more impactful, if you just take a moment to stop and think. And I am certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help you pull through the days where your studies have you exhausted, or when work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all of that now. To put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. It is my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color to your lives. That's all for today. Next time, we'll try a more hands-on approach to appreciating beauty. Let's take art number 2. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. In our previous class, we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you. So today I thought I would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest. Gibble! This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Glam! Ooh, pretty. It's a flower one. As some of you may already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be of the Dragon type, but by terrestrializing, it succeeded in changing its type. So class, what type do these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Gibble's head represent? Grass. Excellent, Lizzie. Full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head show that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra Jewel above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if an opponent's Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Terra Jewel closely to see which type it has become, and choose effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The Terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. That is it for today. Thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help. Glam Gib! Okay, almost there. Languages class. Mr. Salvatore, sure. My dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope? Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I am so happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior. So just imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Funny, no? That's right, my class will teach you about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and says hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world, and each can have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, Gigi, arigato, danke. These all have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Oh, that's thank you. Wahoo, Lizzie, was it? Brava, that is correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, these words all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of those. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try to speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try will make the people you meet très heureux, very happy. Unless they're French, in which case don't even try. Just get out of there as soon as you can. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Oh, there's that pesky bell. I guess that's all the time we have for today. Well, adios, matinee, à la prochaine. See you later, everyone. Alright, next class. Oh, almost through them all. This is battle studies. Okay, sure. Miss Dendra. Awesome. This one should at the very least be relevant to life, right? Osu! Say hello to your battle instructor, the one, the only, the hot-blooded Dendra. Osu is a karate thing, by the way. Look it up. My age? 25. My hobby? Working out. My type? Well, fighting, obviously. Strong and muscular. Fighting types, of course. That's all for my introduction. As for my class, this is where you'll all get to learn the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics so that no trainer gets left in the dust, even if you're new to this stuff. Have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles and you'll be pros in no time. Let's see, let's set our fighting spirits ablaze together. Pokemon have all kinds of attack moves at their disposal, and each move has certain qualities that you'll want to remember. I'm talking about the power type and category of these moves. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to that move's type. Heads up, new kid, question coming your way. There are two categories that attack moves can fall under. Know what they are? Moves of light and moves of darkness, physical moves and special moves, moves you love and moves you... I know it's the middle one, but I'm gonna just say moves you love and moves you hate, because it's too good. That's not only wrong, it's kinda sad. Are you okay, new kid? Are you just at that age where you're really into bittersweet stuff? Anyway, attack moves are split into two categories, physical and special. Physical moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's attack stat is. And special moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's special attack stat is. On the other side of things, Pokemon getting hit by these moves can take less damage by having a higher defense or a higher special defense stat, respectively. And please make sure you don't mistake your special attack or special defense for your speed stat. It's really easy to do. In conclusion, Pokemon that are good with physical moves should raise their attack stat, and Pokemon that are good with special moves should raise their special attack stat. Trying to raise both of these stats equally will just make it hard for the Pokemon to shine in battle. Make your strong points stronger, I always say. That goes for both people and Pokemon. Huh, man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time. Well, we'll generally meet for my class here in the schoolyard, even for book learning. Nothing like a little fresh air to make studying more fun, am I right? But class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Okay, battle studies 2. See, the thing is, like, 1 out of every, 5 or 6 of these classes actually does have information that is novel to me and useful. Sorting through stuff, though. Another day, another round of battle study. Usu, let's get right to it. Is everyone excited about the treasure hunts? It's always a great adventure. You get to take on gyms, go to new places, and run all over the place with your partner Pokemon. And while you're running around out there, I'll bet you'll come across some big, shining crystals fairly often as well. These crystals are actually collections of terrestrial energy that's seeped up out of the ground. You can check out these crystals to battle Terra Pokemon with your friends or other trainers in a group of 4. We call those battles Terra Raid battles. The Terra Pokemon you'll face off against in Terra Raid battles are crazy tough. They sometimes act differently than regular Pokemon, so you'll need to be on your guard. Luckily, trainers can also use a special action in Terra Raid battles. It's called cheering. And there are 3 different cheers you can use. The first cheer is Go All Out. It boosts the attack and special attack of all ally Pokemon. The second is Hang Tough. This one boosts the defense and special defense of all ally Pokemon. And the third, let's see if you can guess. This cheer stores HP for all ally Pokemon. What do you think it is? Heal Up? Wham Bam Potion! Explosive Healing. Probably Heal Up? That's right, maybe I should make you the battle teacher, huh, new kid? The third and final cheer is Heal Up. It's a real powerhouse with the ability to both restore HP and cure status conditions. You can cheer up to 3 times during a single Terra Raid battle. Also, cheering uses up a turn in battle, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use up any of their moves when you cheer. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal. If nothing seems to be working, try cheering on your allies. Providing support for your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Oh man, I just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Okay. Last one. Languages 2. I'm not sure. Should I be doing Terra Raid battles? I don't feel the need, but maybe it'd be good. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope? It's time for Salvatore's language lesson. Estes vous prêt? Are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oui. Oui! C'est super! In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? In les cours d'aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a certain word sure to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. What word, you ask? Well, you have to guess. How she? One. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? Delicious. Wahoo! Correct. Yes, super. I knew I could count on you, Lizzie. Delicious. How she? Buono. Buono. Buono? I don't know. All of these words mean delicious. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get a big soiree smile. That is, from whoever you're talking to. It'll make communication go more smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be hooray happy to receive such a compliment? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either. It's the same for all of you two. You can't put this trip to use without your classmates. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet it'll make it for an ambience plus sympathique, a more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. See y'all prochaine. Cool. Next lesson, that is. Adios. Matamine. My apologies for probably absolutely butchering all of those foreign words. Okay. Yay, we did all the classes. Now what? Anything else we need to do while we're here at the university? I'm going to take the labs and stuff. I'm going to my dorm. For what purpose? No idea. Everything seems to be in order. Okay. Want to lie down for rest? Sure. Alright. I guess I'll talk to some of these guys, see if it's actually important, and if it's not, we'll just head to the east.